Is stream data active? Okay, fuck you then. I'm trying. I can sit. Oh. Yeah. Oh, we good? We good? Alright, hi. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Season 4 finale. Preview of the Samsung Cup Series. This is the preview of the finale, people. I'm just here, chatting away, giving you guys my thoughts on the upcoming finale. I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps just talking about this. I'm enjoying it. So, yes. So here's Okay, so here's. We're just gonna jump in. Okay, so as you can see, right here, yeah, as you can see, right here, as in front of your face. Here are the 7 drivers that have a chance to mathematically win this gorgeous championship. Alison Steinbeck is the points leader. Downey 5 points back. Cyrus McGee is 6 points back. Oh, you guys can read. 6 points back. Robert Harrison is 26 points back. Aaron Luke's 33. Aaron Luke's 33. Alison Steinbeck is 39. Cyrus McGee was 6 points back. I messed that up. So anyway, going to this championship finale. I'm also going to show off the gorgeous cars, the gorgeous paint cars. Championship finale. As Alison Rhodes here, as you see her beautiful car. So, going into the championship finale, it's going to be, I feel like, a very good one. It's going to be a very good championship finale, and I'm going to talk about what each driver needs to win. Okay, so for starters, Alison Rhodes, all she needs to do is just a top 5. If Rhodes gets top 5, she's won it. Next is, as you see, Robert Harrison. So Robert Harrison is 26 points behind Rhodes. Now, normally, you would see that and be like, well, 26 points, that's a big hole. However, what Robert Harrison needs to win this championship is, first, he needs to get a top 5. But then he needs Rhodes, McGee, and Downey to have bad finishes. Not necessarily wreck or anything, just bad finishes. But Robert Harrison is. I think Robert Harrison, even though Robert Harrison is 26 points behind, I think he is in the best situation. And here's how I think of that. Robert Harrison, he's got that win. Robert Harrison is the only one of the 7 drivers left eligible for this championship that has gone to victory lane. And that win is a tiebreaker. If none of these other 7 get that win, and Harrison ends up tied with one of them for the points lead when it's all said and done, I think Robert Harrison has that championship. He's the biggest threat. He's the biggest threat just because he has that win. He doesn't need to win this race. All he needs is for none of the other 7 to win the title. To win the race. Because, because he doesn't need to be 27 points behind Rhodes. All he needs is just to be 26 points ahead of Alison Rhodes when all is done. He needs to be 26 spots ahead of Rhodes, 21 ahead of Downey, and 20 ahead of McGee. If he does that, he's won it. He's won the championship. So yeah. And that's why I think Robert Harrison is the most dangerous out of these 7 to win this title. Next is Caleb Campbell. Caleb is in the worst spot of these guys that are chasing Rhodes. He is 43 points back. Now, Caleb even asked me in the Discord server, how is he still in this? He's 43 points back. How is he still in this? Well, he's under 50 points. Like these like yeah, that he's in it because he's under 50 points. Yeah, 43 points. It's a tall order. It's a gigantic mountain that he has to climb. He needs to win the race. Obviously, he needs to win the race, and he needs Rhodes, Downey, and McGee to wreck. He needs them to wreck, of course. But he also needs Robert Harrison to wreck as well, because he is almost 20 points behind Robert Harrison. And then he needs Aaron Lukes and Addison Steinbeck to have middle pack finishes. So Caleb Campbell, the deck is stacked against him. He needs 3 of the other 6 to wreck. He needs he needs the others just to have 20 place to around 20th place finishes. 20th place finishes on down. So Campbell's got the most he's got to do. There's a lot of stuff that needs to happen for Campbell to be the champion, but I think he can. I think it's not impossible to see Caleb Campbell as the champion when this is over, because after doing so many of these races, I've seen many crazy things happen. I have. I would not be surprised if the other 6 wreck and Campbell ends up the champion. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Next is Addison Steinbeck. Steinbeck is in pretty much the exact same boat as Caleb Campbell, with the difference being Steinbeck's mission to the championship is a little bit easier than Campbell. For starters, he is, he's 39 points back instead of 43 like Campbell is. So Steinbeck needs only 4. No, Steinbeck needs 5 of the other 6 championship competitors to have bad finishes. Yeah, so Steinbeck needs to win the race. Also, make sure he's still 5 ahead of Caleb Campbell. But he needs Rhodes, Downey, McGee to wreck. He needs Harrison and Lukes to have bad finishes as well. And Campbell is not really a problem for Steinbeck, I would say, because he's at so many points ahead of him. But just like Campbell, it's going to be a big mountain for Steinbeck to climb. I don't think he's going to win. I don't think Campbell has a really good shot of winning. But like I said, anything is possible. He's still in it. He's still mathematically in it. But Steinbeck and Campbell definitely very huge, long shots to win the championship. Gatlin Downey, 5 points behind Alison Rhodes. I think Downey obviously has a very good shot of winning it. Downey and Rhodes have had a good, consistent number of finishes right in the row. I think Downey. I would put Downey as the favorite to win this, because I feel like he's got a better car. He's got a better car than Rhodes, and he has finished ahead of Rhodes a lot of times. It's just the few times where Downey's had bad finishes, Rhodes is being able to capitalize. I think Downey is the favorite, with Robert Harrison right behind Downey. Now, I know that sounds weird, but like I said, Harrison with that win. Also, Harrison's won the championship before, and 26 points is not that big of a gap for Harrison to make up. But with Downey being 5 points behind Rhodes, overall has been better than Rhodes this season. I say he's the favorite to win this championship. Cyrus McGee, on the other hand, Cyrus McGee had a very big points lead. He did. He had a huge points lead. It was 30 points over second place at one point. However, McGee started to fall. And when he started to fall, it just kept going and going and going. Even though Cyrus McGee is in the same equipment as Gatlin Downey, I don't really have any faith that McGee can win this. I don't, because he's been having bad finishes as of late. His big points lead, that's gone. He's now 6 points behind Rhodes. McGee started off very well in the beginning of the season, and now it's just gone. I do not think. I would not put McGee as a favorite to win this title, which I know sounds very dumb, given he's only 6 points back. But I don't think I wouldn't put him as a favorite. I would not. And lastly, the boss of Aaron Lukes Racing, the owner of the cars that McGee and Gatlin Downey drive, it's Aaron Lukes. Aaron Lukes is 33 points back. He is almost in the same exact boat as Steinbeck and Campbell. The reason why I say almost is I don't think Aaron would need Rhodes, Downey, and McGee to wreck. I do not think he would need them to wreck. He obviously needs them to have like 30 place finishes and whatnot. But I don't think he needs to wreck. I don't even think Aaron Lukes needs to necessarily win the race. I just think he needs to get a top 5. Like Harrison, I think Lukes just needs to get a top 5, have the top 3 in points, have bad finishes, and also make sure Harrison is like finishes 6 spots behind him. If that happens, Aaron Lukes is the champion. So, yes, 33 points, it sounds really big, but it's not that huge of a gap like Steinbeck and Campbell have. And also, Lukes is ahead of Steinbeck and Campbell, so as long as Aaron Lukes is having a good race, he does not need to worry about Steinbeck and Campbell at all. He just needs to worry about the 4 ahead of him in points. That's all he needs to worry about. And so I think Lukes has a much better shot than Steinbeck and Campbell. He's in, like I said, he's in the same equipment as his two drivers and teammates, Downey and McGee. I would not say he is like one of the top favorites to win this, but I'm saying he has a good shot. So yeah, so those are what I think of the 7 drivers in their situations that are trying to fight for this championship. Now, who do I think is going to win the championship? This is a hard one. I would have to say either Gatlin Downey or Robert Harrison is going to win this championship. I'm more confident in saying that one of those two is going to win than anybody else among these 7. However, after doing so many of these races, I know anything can happen. So I would not be surprised if Caleb Campbell wins the championship, or Alison Steinbeck wins, or Aaron Luke wins. But I just think Robert Harrison, given the fact that Harrison has that win, which is a tiebreaker, makes Harrison's job a whole lot easier to come back from these 26 points. Yes, he does need the top 3 to have bad finishes, but that win makes Harrison a threat, a very bad threat, because if Harrison Because if Harrison did not have that win, then I would not be so confident that he's a big threat to win this. Because, if he just finished, because here's the thing. Downey, McGee, and Rhodes have all finished, their best finishes would be better than Harrison's best finish if Harrison did not get that win. But because Harrison's got that win, that's obviously a much better finish over the top three. He does not need to be. All he needs is to be 26 points ahead of Rhodes, 21 ahead of Downey, and 20 ahead of McGee for Harrison to be a favorite to win this title. But Gatlin Downey has proven that he is one of the biggest threats to win this title, and he's in one of the best cars. Like I said, Downey, Harrison. The reason why I'm not picking Alison Rhodes, the champion, the season 3 champion, and the current points leader to win this title, is I don't think Rhodes can win this title. I don't think she's consistent enough. Season 4, season 3, she was very consistent at the end of the year. She got multiple wins. This year, Rhodes has not gotten to victory lane. Smart Motorsports as a whole has just dropped. And I don't think Rhodes is going to win. I don't think she's going to win. I do not think she's going to win the championship. Her lead is too small. Now, if Rhodes' lead was 15 points ahead of Downey and McGee, I would say it's going to be a tough challenge for anyone to beat her. But because it's only 5 points, I put Downey as a favorite, as well as Harrison, who's also in a very good car. So that's what I think of the Championship 7, who I think is probably going to win, Downey or Harrison. If you're a part of the series, let me know who you think is going to win this championship. Right here. Here are the points. And like I said, anything is possible. Anything is possible to happen. Any one of these 7 can end up the champion. Thank you all for watching this. And the finale of season 4. It's almost here. It's getting close. Thank you all. Goodbye.